Hi, friends. Welcome to my humble home. Well, my humble home class. My name is Cheryl Wright, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Northeastern Montana. And on Thursday nights, I do classes. So this is a free class that we make tonight's 4 projects, and you can get all the pieces and parts if you place a $40 order. So otherwise, you just get to craft along with me if you want, or make the projects later. So say hello in the comments when you join me and tell me where you're from, what you're up to, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Oops, I forgot to grab a couple things, like my pile of good stuff. Let's see here. There is a starter kit special if you would love to do my job. Or if you just want to collect parts, if you just want to collect all the great stuff that Stampin' Up! Offers at a discount, the starter kit is the best deal there is. And I forgot to get all this stuff out. I was running around like a chicken and feeling sad for myself. I know. I'll tell you why in a minute. Anyway, let me get my other camera now that I got all the parts out, and we can go ahead and start chatting. Let's see here. And we'll go here. We'll get this pushed up. Get rid of the shadow. And I'm hoping my internet's going to be happy. I'm hoping my husband and son will stay off. So Paper Pumpkin, you can get 40% off the Paper Pumpkin. And it's going to be grainy. I am so sorry. Hopefully my people will stay off. Anyway, Paper Pumpkin, you need to be signed up by today. So, and you can get 40% off your first kit with, I don't remember what the code is, but today's the day to sign up for Paper Pumpkin if you want to get it. I'm having a sip and stamp together in the town that I'm closest to on Sunday. If you are around and you want to join me, please RSVP me and let me know you can come. Let me know by tomorrow if possible. And there's a kit special along with the starter kit special. Most of the kits, or some of the kits, are up to 30%. All the kits are on sale. The discount varies, but they're all on sale, even the new ones. All right, now the starter kit special. I will tell you some of that. You get $155 worth of product for just $99, and you get to pick it. So you can also pick some of the kits that are on sale, and you get to pay the sale price. You also get to see some of the new online exclusives that are coming, and you can add those to your starter kit. I would love to have you on my team. I have mostly people that are just in it for the discount, so that's totally fine with me. You do not have to do a business by any means, but if you decide to, it's fun. All right, next up, I am doing this class, this cute little house, and we are going to go ahead and get started. If you are interested in it, it is on low inventory, so I don't know when it's going to be done, but it's on page 46, and Humble Home is the name of the bundle. So, yeah. Looks like a quiet night out there tonight. I usually have a few people saying hello to me. I realize there are some people in the middle of survival mode with the storms and such. So we're going to start off. We're not going to be as long tonight as we were last week. Last week was a little much for me. So we are starting with a piece of paper, garden green, that is 11 by 4 1/4. Yeah, last week I went a little long. I had some great projects, I thought, but they turned out to be 3 fun fold projects that I thought weren't going to take very long. And then that was my longest video I've done in forever. So we're going to have a piece of basic white that is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and we're going to glue that on using whatever glue you like. And this is just going to give it a little bit of a border. And I was hoping to make it back on Tuesday night for mystery stamping, but one thing just led to another, and I think I made it home at 7:10. I was hoping I could jump in live and surprise you after I had scheduled a different one, but it did not happen. All right. Have a little ridge. And then we're going to go ahead and add this piece. This is part of the Snowy Scenes Designer Series paper. And it works really well with the Humble Home because it has lots of homes on it. And again, I had it just have the narrowest border around the edge. And there we have it. Okay, so now we have a 2 3/8 inch circle. I used the punch. We do have the circle punches, and I'm thrilled that we have it. So we're going to give ourselves a little bit of a brick house, and we're going to use, I hadn't thought this part. I was going to use red. Yeah, I'll use red. I'm going to use real red. This is Poppy Parade. We're going to hope that this real red works well. All right. Got to give ourselves enough room for the roof, because for the brick, it's too different. Ooh, that's really, really dark. That almost looks like cherry cobbler. It is real red. That's too red. So we are going to change. And I need to move you. Hi, Charlie. I have a package ready to go for you. So you will be getting something in the mail very soon from me, Miss Shirley. Let's see here. I need to make a new one because that red, even though I liked it, was way, way too bright, or too dark, actually. So I need to find white. My white is being mysterious. You do have some in your kit from Stampin' Cross Country too, Shirley. There was paper, unless you used it all. But you're always welcome to get more. All right. So we're going to just brush that off, and we're going to try Poppy Parade and see if we like Poppy Parade better. That is one thing I really do like about the punches, is you can just make yourself a new one. Oh, that's a much better color. All right. I would like it a little brighter, but I need to juice up my Poppy Parade, and I always forget. But we're going to add stuff to it, so it's okay. All right, now we're going to put the roof on. I think my roof is actually dirty. And we are going to put on, I don't want it to clash too much with what's already on here. So maybe we're going to use Early Espresso. Excuse my reach. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Sharon. Oh, the little houses are so sweet. And you have a small piece left, Shirley. It was a bunch of fun projects, and I'm not surprised that you only have a small piece left. I'm just going to put the roof on my house. Ooh, that Early Espresso is very dark, but it's okay. It will be fine. So then what color doors should we have? They have orange doors and pink doors. I don't know if I want black doors. We could try black. or not black, early espresso. Maybe we'll try it on a piece of white. Now, the trick with the doors and the windows is you cut out the door, cut out the door as best you can, but then your punch can cut the window out. So you don't have to try to cut that tiny little square. You just pop it in. And cut your windows. Which I think is a good thing because those are some mighty tiny squares to punch out. There we have our little windows. We can make another one and put it up in the peak. And then we're just going to cut the door as best we can. It actually doesn't stamp as a straight square, but it's fine. My house is kind of boring. Maybe I should have put a pink bow on it or something. All right. I know what we're going to do. We're going to stamp a wreath. It has a cute little wreath that goes with it. And there's already wreaths on here, so I'm not going to be able to not make it a little bit. And it's wintry, so it has wreath. All right. I'm going to go with the memento because I will color this in with markers. A blue door. Oh, I didn't see that. I already did a early espresso door. All right, let's get a green. We can't do garden green because there are no garden green blends. We need a happier green than that. We'll do Granny Apple. This will just be my shadow piece. There we have it. And then we need a red bow. And we will use Poppy Parade because it will match kind of the color of my house. All right. Be at least the same hue. Ooh, I sounded very artsy right there. All right, and this little bugger is not going to be very hard to cut out. Just a little. And we'll hang this up in, I want to say the rafters, but it's not the rafters. We'll hang it up on the peak of the house. There we go. All right, so maybe we'll see you on a blue door. We could do a blue door. I don't know what color blue, though. I could go with, I could go with Pool Party. That's what color the back is. We can vote. Blue door. Then it would look like the people were home, at least, and not the lights were out. Let's just see what we think. All right. My white My ink pads need some love. Anybody else have ink pads that just need some love? So we're going to cut the door out. And cut the windows out. Punch the windows. Keeps getting hung up. Yeah. Got lots of little pieces to throw away. Okay, let me fix my door. I might cut it closer. Oh, I got home late Tuesday night, and then I chair or sponsor, whatever you want to call the blood drive. So I did that all day yesterday. Now my door is very square. And today I've dealt with a headache all day. So I finally got rid of it a couple hours ago. I'm just going to put my little door there. I have a doorknob now. All right. So here's the blue that would match the paper. It's not blue. It's pool party. That's more cheery, isn't it? All right. Or here is the early espresso. What do you think? Or I can mix and match. Anybody have an opinion? Vote now. Lock in your votes now. Blue door pool party. I'm going to get a drink and put some chapstick on. I have. So pool party all the way with the windows and the doors. Put the larger frame at the bottom. There. There we go. My little house. Okay. We'll put the early espresso ones aside. You never know when you're going to need some early espresso doors. All right, let's put this together. We're going to put a little glue right there for our wreath. We'll put a little glue right here for our door. And then we'll put a dab here and a dab here for our windows. I'm going to use the putty end of my take your pick tool and pick those up and set them down. Otherwise, I was going to be fumbling with those. There you go. There's my little house. All right. Now, before we do anything else, we're going to give it a little sidewalk. This is crumb cake. We're going to actually use the light crumb cake. And just give it a little sidewalk. In the snow. I know. We're going to put this on here. This is our simple card. I went back to trying to make simple to harder. Actually, tonight, if you read the description, I have 2 cards, an ornament, and a treat holder for you. Almost looks like it needs a little more oomph. So I wonder, maybe we should take maybe a piece of pool party. And we'll see if we like it. Add it just a little bit more. Woohoo! I don't have any more punches that are that big. See, for now I've got to get the dies out. Got this one to measure. Ooh, I think I like that one. We will use, these are the Spotlight on Nature dies. And I'm just going to use this one, and we're going to cut a pool party out. Ooh, I have all my pieces ready for my next card on there. Just because I think it might make it pop. And we might decide it doesn't, but... Here, I didn't think I'd be using my machine tonight, and look at me go. So, I have that die. And what do you think? Should we add that behind it? I think it adds a little something, don't you? Yeah, we're going to go for it. All right. I already put these behind it, though, so it's going to pop a little differently than if we would have put this on. So we aren't going to add dimensionals on the back of this. We will just add glue. All right, I kind of was trying to hit it this center part where there were no houses, but my circle's a little bigger than that. And that is okay. So there's that. And now we should put some words. It's a house, so we're going to put from our house to yours. Actually, we're going to say welcome. Now, this would be a really great set for if you or someone you know is a realtor. You could make the cutest little thank you cards for people buying houses from you. You could. It could happen. Ooh, is that big enough? Oh, fine. That's a fine size. Okay, this is from the Stylish Shapes. It's that little guy. When I have chunks, sometimes I just sit here when I'm watching TV or something and I just crank out a bunch. I think I'm going to go with the early espresso on the welcome, just to kind of tie it all together. So this could be an invitation to a Christmas party or a welcome to the neighborhood or anything you want. That's a pretty welcome. Sometimes the fonts I really like. Sometimes not so much. All right, but this one I like. So we're going to put this on. And what do I have for ribbon? I don't think I have any. That is matchy to this. I have some Pom Pom Pool Party. What do you think of this? I don't know what I think of it. I really don't. It reminds me of the 70s. Yes, I'm old. I know, you're shocked, right? So we want to try a little piece of welcome with some pom-poms. I don't know. It's about the only pool party I have. So it might not get any. It's just going to be a welcome card. So we will put a dimensional on it. And then we'll give it at some odd sizes. Then we'll put some bling on it. So this is our plain card. Yeah, I'm chatty lately. Just going to put it under that little house. And grab some bling. These are adhesive back dots for days. And we're going to stick with the little pool party. I can add some piles of snow in the front yard. There's card number 1. There you have it. Okay. So Humble Home, card number 1 is done. Now we're going on to Humble Home, card number 2. Now this next one is definitely Christmas time. Trying to ease into Christmas. But actually this set lends itself to Christmas. So this piece is, I have my measurements written down. This piece is 7.5 by 7.5 by 5.5, and I have it scored at 3 1/4. And we're going to fold that and crease it. This is real red. The next thing we're going to do is we have another piece of real red, and it is 3.5 by 4.5, and it's scored at 1. Now this piece is going to go on right here. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and add that on there, and then you'll know what our card base is going to look like. There you go. So that is our card base. Okay, so the next thing I have is a piece of crumb cake that is 1.5 by 5.5, and a piece of candy cane DSP that's 2 3/4 by 5.5. So there's not going to be the margin at the bottom, the border at the bottom and the top. It's going to just have it on the sides. So we're going to go ahead and add this to this. It's the back of the house paper from Snowy Scenes. It's this candy cane paper. See, that pack of Snowy Scenes is just it's a fun pack. Oops. Okay, so this piece is going to go on right here. It's going to be the front of the card. So it will be right here. Well, I'm going to glue that on. I just opened it up for ease of glue. And like I said, there is no margin at the top and bottom. It's just going to go totally to the top and totally to the bottom. All the way. So there's that piece. Now this piece is going to get a piece of crumb cake that is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then we're going to stamp on this piece, and that's going to go on there. And we're going to stamp on this piece. Okay, we can do this piece. This piece is 1 1/8 by 5 1/2. And this piece of crumb cake is 1 1/2. Nope. 1 1/4. I don't have this one written down right. This one is 1 3/8 by 5 1/2. Got that one wrong on my little cheat sheet. I have to redo that one. Or maybe this is, oh, I have it down, but I forgot I shaved it down. Yeah, I had to give it a little haircut after I was dry layering. So there we go on this one. And we're going to lay it down here. Now it's going to have to go over the top of this where it's assembled. You could have put it on the back, but I like to just lay over the top. So I'll use just regular glue. I was thinking about using a stronger, but this is actually pretty strong. So we'll let it ride. Then I won't have to get out a whole bunch of other stuff. And this candy cane paper is not directional. So you can put it wherever. So you can use whichever way it goes, it goes. All right, so get this. So it kind of just lays there. That's going to go like that. Okay, now this piece, we're just going to try to get rid of some pieces. This piece is going to go on here. So we're just going to go ahead and you're not doing this. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this on here. And like I said, this piece is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So there's that piece. All right, so this is the way our card will close when we're done. Okay. So these are our two pieces that we're going to create on. And we're going to put this as a Merry Christmas. And we're going to use this cute little house. And we're going to use crumb cake. And I thought I had a chunk out, but I guess I don't. So we'll just make a new chunk. The chunks are all big. Okay. We're going to emboss because we're going to try to make this look gingerbready. So I'm going to grab my little embossing buddy. And I'm going to use this one. And Versamark ink. And all right. Put that aside. Then we're going to use the white embossing powder. This is the new Wow opaque white, bright white. And I didn't get my tray out. I know, I should. But I had this out already, so I'm just going to dump this on and scoop it up and just let it make sure it gets covered really well. Scoop it off again. Then you just take something to catch the drops. Pour it back in your container. One of these containers lasts for a long time because of this. So there you go. Now we're going to take the heat tool, which I have out. And I do have a couple others that I have that I've already done, but I wanted you to see this in case you hadn't seen it before. I'm going to use one more on our other one. Sorry. Okay. I think the sound will muffle, so. Oh, you see it changing? Just follow it around. You're just melting those tiny little specks of plastic. And you give it a raised embossed. There you go. Nicely embossed. Okay. Cool it off a bit. Then just have to take our punch. And line it up as best you can. And punch. All right. Now this is going to go on here. It's going to be kind of washed out a little bit. It will be fine. Wait till you see what we do next. Okay, so I'm using real red. So we're going to use real red. We're going to stamp Merry Christmas. It is right there. And I use that one also. And scrap paper. I have not used this one yet. Ooh, this is going to be good. My red is very, my real red looks almost cherry cobblerish. Strange, but it does. Okay, Merry Christmas. I think this will fit in here on here. Oh, that's for the sweet gift. I don't want for the sweet gift. I grabbed the wrong words. I need from our house to yours. So Merry Christmas from our house to yours. I need a block. I'm running out of blocks. I'll use this one. Working well. No weird things. It's on here crooked, but we're going to make it work. Very nice. All right. Close that up. Bring this back. This piece goes in here. Now this one does have the border around it. Just a little bit. Just so it didn't get in the road of everything else going on with this card. And then this piece is going to go here. I have some of this, but I don't think this is not the right color. Okay, so this is going to go on here like this. Okay. Now the fun part of this one is the embellishment. These candy peppermint embellishments are so cute. And they are coming, they're going to be back in stock on the 17th, which is next week from today. So be on the lookout because they may be there sooner than later. Oh. When I was in Western Montana, that's where I was this past weekend. The smoke was so bad that I had major issues with my allergies. And I think that's what ended up giving me a headache, and I donated blood then. So we're going to give it some peppermint smoke. We're going to take a medium one and put it right there on our door. So there's our second card, the little peppermints, adding some color. So there's that card. Okay, so you saw me emboss, so you know how that works. So we're going to go ahead and skip that part. Oh, I'm going to need these out. I'm just going to set them aside. So when I'm looking for them, tell me they're that way. All right, so I've already taken we're going to do let's do no, we're going to do this one. So this is pecan pie. Well, you may as well see them all. Pecan pie, early espresso, and then there's crumb cake. Those are the three that I thought worked best for gingerbread houses. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to make the treat holder. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you. Thank you. All right. We're going to go ahead and use the bent pecan pie. I don't know how it got bent, but it did. So we're going to use that one. Then we're going to punch another pecan pie. If I can find my pecan pie. There's one. And then we need a paper. And this is going to be 3 by 3. All right. Oh, it's 3 by 3. And then we're going to score it at 1 on all the sides. This is our little treat holder. I'm obsessed with Hershey Nuggets, but you could adjust the box to fit anything, but this is going to fit 2 Hershey Nuggets. So there's that piece. So you have a tic-tac-toe board, basically. So we're going to cut on, we're going to pick one end, and that end is going to be our cutting. So you cut up on the score lines and then notch to the corner, notch to the corner. So the center piece is the perfect square, unless you've messed up like I just did and you need to go back in and just trim it a smidgen. So you keep the center piece as your square. All right, now go to the other side and we're going to, and then notch to the corner and straight up the score line and notch toward the corner. All right, so there is that. I have a bonus project to show you at the end that is not mine. It was a swap I received. Had I remembered it in time, I might have used it, but I didn't. So maybe I'll have to figure it out and use it at another time. So all I did is bend all these things. I'm going to add adhesive to this piece and this piece. And I'm going to use Seal Plus, just because I do. I want it to stick together. I'm tucking this piece over and this piece over, and I'm going to get them to line up square on the top-ish, and then close that. So there is the end of my box. All right, you'll get to see that again. Ooh, I probably should have done it before I... Uh-oh, there we go. Okay, so on the flaps that you scored or you notched, give yourself some adhesive. All right, do you see the adhesive? Now we're going to push this one in. This one, we're going to line up these bottom corners as best we can, these bottom edges as best we can. So then those two are stuck fast. They're stuck together. And then we're going to close the end, the piece that we kept square. And there's our little box. Now we have one of these already made. Now, if I were to do it again, it would have to have the embossing unless you want to be fancy and stamp the reverse images. So you could do that, or you could turn it around and have it be matchy-matchy, kind of, sort of. So you'd have one on each side. I am going to do it another way. I'm just going to punch this piece out. And this piece is just going to be the back of the house, and it's not going to have any frills. Okay. So I'm going to add some adhesive in the center. Now where my boxes, you can see the seams here and here, that's going to be my front and back. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on, kind of center it up and pop it on there because I already had the adhesive. And then I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Now, if you're mass producing these, this could be pretty fast if you didn't jazz it up a whole lot. Oh, I did that one backwards. See, I should have put the house. I can get it off, but I won't be able to use that one. Okay. Try it again. So if I want the silhouette to be the same, I want the chimney on the same side. That's the only thing. Not a big deal. It just didn't match up on that one. Oh, woe is me. All right, so then I'm going to just go ahead and match them up. All right, so there's your little house. You can take one of those little candies, like I said, and they're going to be back in stock soon. And my advice is to get them while you can, because they seem to go out the door rather quickly because they are so blasted cute. So there's a little candy. And then I thought I had them out. Oh, I do have them out. They're in my practice box. I made a practice box, see? All right. And then the two candies, the two Hershey Nuggets fit in there. You could also put Hershey Kiss or a little something in there. This would make a great little housewarming gift or a little shower gift. You can also take, if you don't want the candy to show, if you go with a piece that is, I believe, a little shy of an inch. Might not be long enough. So just make it a little shy of an inch. And like if you were selling these at a vendor show or something, you might want the candy. And then you can just fit it around and tuck it in. Sometimes I feel like I have all thumbs. And it just kind of, you might score those lines to make them prettier. All right, we'll score them and make them prettier. It only needs about an inch, so wherever you score it, go an inch away, and there you have it. You could also fasten them on the outside. But if you just tuck it in, There you have. You put a glue dot on them or something. If you wanted them secure in there, there you go. You made a little house. There's a little candy box. Pretty cute. All right, my last one is going to take me a minute, but still going to be done sooner than I was last time, right? All right, I do need this. I'm going to clean off my house. I didn't try this with the embossed houses, so you might have to try it with embossed houses if you choose. All right, we're going to go ahead and just grab a chunk of use vanilla. I've been in a very vanilla mood lately. I don't know why. I think because vanilla goes with the fall colors, in my humble opinion. I'm going to go ahead and use Memento. And I need 4 houses. And you could do these in any color you wish. I should probably use white. But we've already got 2 done on the vanilla, so we're going with vanilla. All right. Now that we have that, take some red. I'm not going to do much shading, so it's just going to be this. We'll just do the solids. And you're going to do all 4 of the houses the same. So pick a color that you like. All right. And I'm going to keep the coloring simple because you can make yours as fancy as you'd like if you'd like to duplicate this project. Oops, I forgot an Eve. So there is a starter kit special right now. Anytime is a good time to join Stampin' Up, but now is even better. If you have any questions, I would love to answer. I'd love to have you on our team. We're mostly hobby demonstrators on my team, and that's okay. A hobby demonstrator is someone who buys supplies for their own hobby, but wants to get them at a discount. That's how I started. I was a scrapbooker back in the day when I had little kids. Crazy, I know. I don't have time to do it. I didn't take the time to do it afterwards. Anyway, and that's what got me started, and I really, really loved Stampin' Up's paper for my scrapbooks. So I kept jumping from demonstrator to demonstrator because every time I'd find a demonstrator, they'd decide they didn't want to be a demonstrator anymore. So there was no demonstrators near me. So I found someone kind of close to me that was a demonstrator and asked her if I could join under her. And I did. And I never met that person. She is no longer a demonstrator. I am what they call direct to Stampin' Up. So Stampin' Up is who I am with right now. Nobody else. I've done it all by myself. But I can give you all the support you want to be a happy shopper, a hobby demonstrator. If you would like, I'd love to have you on our team. Should have gone with the other end, but that end is probably the end my daughter used. So Like I said, I'm not doing any shading. I'm just trying to give you an example of what you can do. It's kind of fun. Oh, back to the starter kit. There is no obligation. If you want to try it, you are welcome to try it. If it works for you, great. If not, you just stop ordering for yourself and shop with me again. If you enjoy it, then you're good. If you want to stick with it, you have the first 3 months, which is the first full quarter, which would be January, February, March. You would have to do $300 in sales or purchases by the end of April. So if you plan on making $300 worth of purchases by the end of April, you might want to join because you'd have to pay less. But you also get to meet some fantastic, wonderful, wonderful friends. I have made more friends with this than I have anything else ever. And we have so much fun stamping and creating together. This is the last color I'm going to add because you don't need to watch me color all night. There is a conference in Raleigh, North Carolina in March that as a demonstrator you're eligible to attend. You have to pay for your registration, but it is so much fun. I'm sure you saw pictures of me in Texas. That's what it was. That was what it was. You get to get exclusive products. You get to get all products first as a demonstrator. All right, I'm going to be done. Let's see here. Oh, yes. Shirley is talking about mentioned the fires in North Dakota have been horrible. Fires in Wyoming have been horrible. And the flooding and everything. It's just, horrible. But yes, I agree. That has got my allergies. Yeah, not happy. So I think I took too many allergy medications. All right, now we're just going to punch these out as best we can. Let's set it aside. My husband, I can hear his TV. It sounds like he's watching a very sinister show. Very dark music. Poor guy can't get on the internet while I'm doing this, so he just has to watch sinister shows, I guess, on TV. All right. Anyway, you have to come up with it, whatever color combination you want for these. If you want, you can leave one blank. All right. Now you need a score tool of some sort. I have my handy dandy trimmer. What you're going to want to do is lay this end up at the base so you know it's going to be straight. And then you get the point in the groove. Okay? The point in the groove and then score it. Do the same thing with this one. You're going to do it with all 4 of them. This one doesn't want to lay flat. All right. Hopefully it's good enough. If you just want to punch a hole in it as an ornament also, that's what this hole is up here. But it does the square windows and does a heart, but that little hole there, we could just punch it in the top to make an ornament, but that's not what we're doing. Or you could use it to punch a hole in a tag or something. So now we have them all. We're going to fold them to the center. I guess I could have just folded them. They might have turned out better. That one didn't turn out. That was probably the naughty one. All right. Now these, we're not going to get these to match up unless we did some fancy stamping with the chimneys. So the chimneys, you're just going to see the back. If you want to color that, that's okay. But I'm going to just use, oh, where's that other one? We'll use the Stampin' Seal Plus for part of it. So you just butt them up against each other. And press down. Do the next one. Press it up against it. Line it up. Press down. Now this one, we're going to put it there and on the edges. And we're going to take a piece of baker's twine or whatever you have, what other thread you want to use. I just happen to have baker's twine, and it kind of matched my, you're just going to lay that in the groove, in the fold. All right. And take your last house and lay it over and match it up and smoosh. Then when you open it up, you have a cute little ornament. Isn't that cute? I'll show it to you when I get big. So there is my class tonight. So we did two cards using the Humble Home. Oh, before I show you the end, let me show you the bonus. And if I can figure out how to do this, maybe I'll do a video on it. I probably need to ask my friend Erin. Erin Lopez did this for our swap that I do with my friends from the Washington or the Portland area. So this is her card, and that looks cute anyway. But then it's a slider. Isn't that adorable? So I just remembered I had this 5 minutes before I went live, and I thought there's no way I can recreate this pattern that fast. So maybe I'll try it on one of our other ones, or maybe I'll pop in and do a bonus live for this one if I can figure out how to do this. I know we got the directions at our conference in Houston. I think it was Houston. Anyway, I need to figure it out because it's fun. So that is a fun card. And if I do the bonus, I will send you the parts and pieces to do this. So I will do my best. I have a lighter weekend coming up. So there's the card. There's a card. And, oh, my little treat box. There's my little treat box. And my ornament. So that is my fun class for the Humble Home. And like I said, if I get that one figured out, I will send I'll send the parts for that one too. So with a $40 order, you get all the project pieces. So have a wonderful evening, and I am very thankful I did not go so long tonight. So thank you for your patience with me last week. I don't know what I was thinking, but anyway, have a great night and a great weekend, and hope to see you on Tuesday for mystery stamping. I have no plans to be gone, so barring any issues, I will be here. Talk to you later. Have a great weekend. Thanks for crafting with me.